Hello everyone, a very warm welcome to all of you in Elon Markets. In this video, we are going to talk about how to use the investing.com website or the investing.com tool or app in the mobile so that it can help you in tracking the market. Now, when we are into the market, we need to know about various forms of charts or various indicators or various news flows that come out during the course of time. Now, as we know that there are very sophisticated and high-end data providers like Bloomberg or Reuters, which are very good, and at the same time they are a little bit expensive also. So at times it is not always possible for a retail investor to afford those sophisticated tools. So in this series of videos, of which the investing.com discussion is the first one, we'll cover the free tools that are available in the market freely in the form of internet-based application or websites that provide a lot of data or charting solutions. Now let us begin. Here first we will type the investing.com. First I will type the in.investing.com. When I type that, I go directly to the investing.com website. Now the charts were initially there, so if I type here in.investing.com, it will take me to the website. Now in the website you can find that there are a lot of sections. There are some analysis, there are some quotes that are coming, and there are various that charts, news, comments, technicals, brokers. There are a lot of things. We are not going to discuss about all of these. We are going to discuss mostly the charts and few of the functionalities of the news flows that can be helpful in our day-to-day trading. First, let us look at the charts. First, suppose if we click on the live charts, it will take me to the charting window. Now, as I expanded the chart in the right hand side, we can see that there are various symbols that are actually blinking during the market hours, and even if we are looking at any particular instrument chart, all this information gives us an overall idea about what kind of the overall market scenario is. Now you can see these blue dots here into the chart. Suppose here what I do is that hide marks on bar, they will go. Now this blue line that you are seeing is where the current price is. If you want to hide it, you can unclick this price line, it will go. Now as you can see, there are various time frames: 5 minutes, 1 hour, 15 minutes. Presently it is 15 minutes. You can look at other time frame also and look at the charts. And suppose this is candlestick chart. Suppose you want other form of charts like line chart. You can click on the line and you can click on the other form of charts. Suppose you want to bar chart or area chart here or bar chart here, you can select that way. Now let me go back to the default, that was the candlestick chart. Here it is. Now suppose if you don't want to see the right hand portion, what you can do, you can click here hide widgets and it will hide your widgets. Now suppose you want to add indicators. See, when you right click here like this and insert indicator, you click, you get to insert any number of indicators that are available. There are a lot of indicators which are freely available here. Suppose I want to add simple moving average. So I type MA moving average, I add a moving average. Suppose at the same time I want to insert the relative strength index. Now this is a 9 period moving average I have got. So suppose I want a 20 period moving average. I can click here, see here in the settings sign format, I can click here, I can enter 20 here, and suppose I want it to be a red color, so that I can change the color also. I can thicken the line to enhance the visibility. So this way I can alter the chart according to my convenience. Now you must be wondering that every time I log into the investing.com I have to do everything afresh. It is not necessary. Actually what you can do is that you can form the template that is, suppose we want to save this template, what we will do is that we are already logged in. So I will just upload here and give it a name. Suppose I give it a name 1. So this is the template 1, right? And for that you need to log into this website through your login credentials. You can do that through your Google Plus profile also. Suppose now let me open a new browser. Here we are looking at a new browser. Now let me go to the live charts here. So once I go to the live charts, what I can do is that first let me expand it. Now if I just want to pull the portfolio 1 or the template 1 that I saved, I just click on that and the template 1 is here. Now suppose I want to see simultaneously 2 instrument chart. Often people look at the Nifty and Bank Nifty. So I will do it, split the screen in 2 forms. We can split the screen in many forms. Here till 8 we can split the screen. But right now let me show you how to use it in 2 forms. So both are showing Nifty chart in a similar way. So in the second one, let me go to the NSE Bank chart. See, in the one I am looking at the Nifty chart, 10,226 is the level you can see, and the Nifty Bank charts, what you can see is that 24901, and this would be updated live. Now suppose I want to save this template in a different form. So what I will do, I will then upload it. How would I upload it? In a different name I want to upload it. Okay, so let me upload it in a different name. 1 second, and save as. I will go and I will save it at 2. So if I save it as 2, it will be saved as 2. Now again let me open a new browser. Go to the charts, go to the live charts. Okay, now let me expand this window, and now what I will do is that I will download the template 2 saved. So now I am getting Nifty 50 and Nifty Bank chart in 15 minutes, and the formats I have used. I can use different formats of indicators for these two, right? So instead of, I suppose I don't need to see the RSI, I want CCI for this. Okay, so I have plotted CCI for this, and let me save as 3. Now what I will do is that again a new browser, if I click, go here, it will open charts. Now if I download the 3, it will give me, see here the RSI is there in the Nifty and CCI. So in a similar way, whatever format we want to see and the way we want to split the screen and the kind of instruments we want to see, we can save them after logging in. So that way we don't have to configure our charts each and every time we want to enter the chart, and we can work on the set template once we start trading. And one beautiful thing about is that most of the data that we get in the investing.com are almost real time. They may not be exactly second to second at a similar level, but for all practical purposes what we have found is that it is all at the real time data. And now, but if we are talking about MCX prices, suppose you are trading MCX commodities, those data are a little bit delayed. So if I type MCGBC1, what we will get is that here the MCGBC1, and this price is a little bit delayed compared to the comparable movement of the price in the MCX. So it would be a little bit delayed, but for the global commodities or the equities, most of the prices are almost real time. And one more thing, not only the cash charts, if suppose I want ITC future chart, what I can do is that I can get the NSE future chart also from here, and I can alter again within the time frame as I have said. One more important thing about this chart is that, and suppose you want to look at various stocks which are listed in various exchanges, you can do that by selection. Suppose I am talking about the Deutsche Bank chart, right? Or let me talk about the HSBC chart. So see, based on whichever exchange it is listed on, I can find out. Suppose I want to look at the Infosys share which is listed in different exchanges. So suppose I want to look at the Infosys share listed in various exchanges. So I can select whether I am looking at a ADR listed in Munich, Berlin or Frankfurt or any other exchange like NYSE or the Indian NSE or BSE. So that way we can select the exchange or the global prices, because overnight what happens is that Infosys is closed after 3:30, Indian market is closed. But if there is a result that is post market hours and I want to see the result reaction, I would like to see the price behavior of the Infosys ADR in the NYSE. So I can check it real time, that in the night also. Another important point regarding investing.com apart from this charting facility is that if you want to track news, if I go to the news and track economic calendar and click on this economic calendar, this gives me the data points that are upcoming. So during the day the RBI data would be coming, or some global data, US payroll data, non-farm payroll data, or Fed interest rate decision data, or crude oil inventory data that I would like to see for tomorrow. See, this is the crude oil inventory data that I would like to see. So all this data comes here a real-time basis. Let us go back to the chart a little bit also again. Here I'm just extending it, and what I can do is that suppose I just download my first template here, the template 1, and suppose the template 1, yeah, the 1 was saved in this way. Okay, let me expand it a little bit. Suppose I want to see one chart only, so let me do it like this. So suppose I want to write something into the chart, because the chart would be flowing all day. I can write that so suppose this is here, the first 15 minutes low is being broken and market never came back. So I can write here first 15 minutes low not revisited. I can mention it here. I can change the color also. See, I can make it red. I can change the font also. So this way I can save the various aspects of the chart that I want to actually have and get it written, so that when I am looking at the chart later, I can actually refer back to my analysis earlier, and any day I can save it, right? Now apart from this, suppose I want to draw some patterns, like there are head and shoulder patterns I want to draw at some point. So suppose it was showing some kind of a head and shoulder here, I could draw this way, this way, this way. I had chosen a different pattern, sorry. So I have, suppose there was a head and shoulder pattern here, suppose I could have done this way, this way, this way, some this way and this way. So I could have drawn the pattern here also in a similar fashion. So this way we can utilize the chart, and I can save this also for future reference. So there are a lot of tools. Suppose I want to from here to here during the fall, I want to measure the distance covered and also the time covered, and it's a 15-minute chart. What I can do, I can click here and then drag it till this point. So it is showing me that how many bars were there in the 15-minute chart during this, and it took almost 7 days, as we can see. And at the same time, what is the distance covered as 505 point during this point of time, and in percentage term. So a lot of features are there on the technical analysis charting front. We can utilize this, and this is not all about it. As you explore about the website, you can find all these details in the website, and you can explore this portfolio, the technicals, pivot levels are there. So in the technicals there are pivot levels are there, lot of things which you can utilize to actually customize your trading or making your life easier while you're trading. So you can do that. And finally, what we also want to say is that there is the investing.com app also here. What you can do is that you can go to the investing.com app, and in the app also you can do the similar things. You may not be able to put all these indicators and chart template here, but yeah, a simple basic candlestick chart you can watch from here of anything. Suppose you want to look at the Nifty futures chart here, and you go to Nifty 50, and if you want to observe that, you can do that by looking at the candlestick chart here. And in this app also, if you go there and suppose you are going home from your office, and in the evening there is data coming on the inventory, US oil inventories, so in the economic calendar section here also you can find those things. So this is a very useful tool. Try to use it, and if there are any confusion, please get back to us. We will be ready to help you. Thank you very much.